Hello. Please, passengers, fasten your seatbelt because it will be a bumpy ride. Here we go. Why, hello there, hello. Didn't see you there. This is Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum step vocalist Zombie Supreme. Hold on. Is the music on? Testing, music on. Alright, anyway, folks. By the way, in the background is not music. But anyway, we're here to talk about a couple of stories. I already forgot. Give you a moment to pull it up. Woo, woo. How you feeling today? Yes. You like this little ensemble here? I know you do. Yes, we're going to talk about a couple of things. Starting off with right here in Las Vegas. Okay, whoop, the screen is doing what it wants to do today. That's alright. Anyway, starting with the Art of the Wild Festival to turn Wynn Las Vegas into a tropical wonderland with Rufus Du Sol, Gordon City, and more. I got the sniffles because the weather in Las Vegas keeps changing up. It keeps flipping. It's supposed to be springtime, but then it becomes cold. Then it gets to hot. Then at nighttime it gets cold again. And the immune systems in this city are going crazy, including mine. But the show must go on. So, and we're going to talk about other stories too today, but that's one of our main ones. So let's get right on into it, folks. This is EDM World News. Take it away. All right. Let's get right into it. Okay, excuse the camera and OBS if it's acting a little weird right now. Like I said, I put it to the best performance, but that don't mean it's going to perform to high. I do make this work. But anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to the meat and potatoes, folks. So, with the addition of a fourth day of music, Art of the Wild organizers are going bigger than ever. In 2022, okay? Yes. When Nightlife and Framework are continuing to build Art of the Wild Festival into the premier house and techno festival here in Miss Las Vegas, honey. Considering its debut in 2018, Art in the Wild is a relative newcomer, okay, to Sin City's festival scene. And we all know the very famous EDC is always right here every year, okay? Now, surprisingly, I haven't really gone to EDC. Comment below if you've ever been to EDC or you've seen the videos and want to go to EDC. You know, I just moved to Vegas last year. I didn't go to the last one because I'm focusing all my money on getting this business up. You know, getting this music business up. Being my own label owner, you know, doing it through all my own equity, you know, all my own money, honey. I ain't got no investors, I ain't got nothing like that. It is all me. So I focus most of my money, besides paying bills, on the business expenses, you know, that it's taking. Because right now I ain't making no revenue yet, you know. It's just everything's just expenses. Research and development and keep putting in massive action. But anyway, though it continues to build strong momentum, hosted by Wynn's XS nightclub and Encore Beach Club, the fest has earned a reputation for assembling top-notch talent in a particularly vibrant atmosphere, okay? In that regard, this year is no different, okay? Art of the Wild organizers have now announced a stellar lineup featuring Diplo, Rufus Du Sol, Clapton, okay? What does that say? Gorgon City. Sorry, I think I said Gordon City. You know how the brain does that trick where if it knows a word predominantly in the way it'll look and spell, it'll just turn a word that's similar to it to that word that it's used to sing, you know. Anyway, it also Mafiaplex and more. A number of prolific electronic brands will also. Oop, I can't see it now. Hold on. These glasses kind of make it hard to see through because they're not fully seeable. There we go. Anyway. A number of prolific electronic brands will also curate stages and bring a unique sonic palette to the table, including Animal, Circo Loco, Arrow, Higher Ground, and Realm. Okay. I forgot to mention, yes, I forgot to mention this sign here. You like this sign right here? It says, please wait, I am thinking. This is literally my entire life. I'm always thinking, always planning. I got files, organization, notes, all of that stuff, okay? Because you got to be together as a business owner. Not only do you have to manage your business, no matter what stage of business you're in, you have to manage your actual life outside of business too. And I do that very well, and I keep getting better at that the more I put my mind to actually learning more. But I have to say that what's one of my biggest skills is time management, organization, and efficient task switching, right? So yes, this sign right here where it says, thinking, please wait, is literally me all the time. But anyway, comment below if some of you have ever been to Vegas, by the way. And if you have been to Vegas, have you been to the Wynn yet? What were your thoughts of the Wynn? From a 5-star rating, do you give it a 3? Do you give it a 2? Do you give it a 1? And why? I want to know in the comment sections. Let's have a conversation. Let's keep moving. Yes. Now you can purchase tickets to the Art Wild Festival 2002 at this link that's here on this website or whatever. Okay. This year, Art of the Wild is expanding to include a 4th day that will feature a special jungle themed party called La Salva, okay? Inspired by the tropical bohemian atmosphere of Tulum. By the way, let's stop right there in our tracks. Did you know out there that Las Vegas has nothing to do with the actual Spanish language? At all. I've asked, trust me. I actually live right now in this house with a Latino family. Okay? Los Angeles is an actual Spanish word, and that actually is spelled right, L-O-S. American, I don't know, some American person named it after, I think basically Los Angeles, but they're being cute about it. And instead of an O, they put L-A-S, which is not a word in Spanish. And Vegas has nothing to do with any word in Spanish. So it's all Americanized, you know. So Las Vegas, see, the Los Angeles means the angels in English, right? Las Vegas doesn't mean anything. It literally is just Las Vegas. But anyway. What was that? Sorry, I lost the place. Oh yes, I am the queen. The queen and the king and the goddess of EDM, baby. Let's go. Let's Salva aims to transport attendees a world away from the concrete jungle of Sin City. The party is additionally set to feature a performance from Carnage. Carnage's dedicated house music alias Gordo, okay, which the producer launched in early 2021, baby. Okay, looks like this is going to be an event and a sight to see down the strip. And everything in Las Vegas, by the way, if you've never been here before, if you have been here before, you only really been to like the two spots, the Fremont experience, you know, and the strip. If you're not really toured around Vegas and by the residential places where I'm at, Vegas is relatively small, and you can get to the strip easily, especially the more close to Paradise, because actually, when you go to the strip, you're not actually in Las Vegas city. You're in a city called Paradise, okay? And the name is obviously fitting, and it was cleverly named that for the fact that the strip is Paradise. But then you go outside a little further down where it's still Paradise in the residential parts, and that side of Paradise really actually becomes more ghettofied and kind of hellish. It's not as pretty and beautiful as the actual Paradise is the strip. But anyway, the 4-day art. Did I say that already? I'm sorry. When does that kicks off again? The 4-day art of the Wild Experience kicks off at Wynn Las Vegas on March 18th. Check out the full 2022 lineup below. Okay. But anyway, hold on, I forgot. There is a lineup. So the full lineup for that is Arika, Aiden, Arbat, Boston Bucks, Chloe, Calais, Clapton, Cole Knight, Damian Lazarus, Diplo, DJ Tennis, Ellie and Fur, Flynn. Is that what it says? I'm sorry. What does it say? Fiend, something like that. Frankie Wah, Gordo, Gorgon City. Give me a moment. Hayden James, Kimonos, Marcioplex, Mason Collective, Mathane, Rufus Du Sol, Who Made Who, and Yoto. I believe those are all the names that are spitting at this event. Let me know if you're planning on going to this. If this is after March 18th that you're seeing this, did you go? Were you thinking about going? Does this sound exciting to you? Let's have a conversation down in the comment section, folks, about this. Now, we're going to get to our very next storyline, okay? On the Peyton 3.0 EDM World News, the very famous and sought after Swedish House Mafia. I talked about them a couple times on my channel already in this particular news series. So Swedish House Mafia, as we all know, has not released an album since like 2011. They went hiatus. They recently just came back for real this time. With a second album, which has been literally like, I think 12 years since the first debut, which still, I think a lot of us out there still makes a huge impact, even 12 years later. So Swedish House Mafia reveals release date of long-awaited album Paradise Again. Okay, a fitting title, I might add. The album's release aligns with Swedish House Mafia's momentous performance at the Coachella 2022. And I forgot, if you haven't heard the first lead single or promotional single, Red Light, I have a review of that on my channel with the other series called Turn Up or Burn Up, where I review some of the most latest or greatest EDM songs and give my honest opinions and critiques of them. Okay. So, Swedish House Mafia have dropped the final breadcrumb on the trail to their long-awaited debut album, Paradise Again. Ding! The album has been long time coming for Axwell, Sebastian Ingrosso, and Steve Angelo of the legendary supergroup Who's Disbanded, who just hold on, Who's Disbanded a decade ago shook the dance music community to its core. Okay, prior to 2021's comeback single, It Gets Better. Okay, Swedish Mafia hadn't released any new music since 2012's Until Now compilation, which spawned generational dance anthems like Save the World, and you know the one we all love, right? Don't you worry, child. You see, heaven's got a plan for you. Alright? According to the press release issued to announce the music video for their recent collaboration with Sting, the Red Light, like I just talked about, Red Light, and you go see my review of that and listen to the song itself. Paradise again will officially drop on April 15th, 2022 via Republic Records. Okay? The album's release aligns with Swedish House Mafia's momentous performance at Coachella. Okay? Now, if you're watching this afterwards, and I actually most likely will be doing a review on my Turn Up or Burn Up series of this particular album, and stay tuned for that. If you're watching this after the 15th, you've already listened to the album, then let me know what you thought about it. Did it live up to the last album they had about a decade ago? Comment below. When you listen to this album, listen from start to finish. And Grosso told Spin, which if you guys don't know who Spin is, you're either new to the EDM community, or I don't know, you're under a rock somewhere. But anyway, I don't care if it has 50 streams. I don't give a fuck, he says. We just feel like we still have something to say. And that's why we're saying it, okay? Right? He said he don't give a fuck. Hold on. He got something to say. He don't give a fuck what y'all gotta say. He don't care if it got 2 views, 55 spins, 55 likes. He don't care. It's a damn good album with a damn good track. Okay? Now, I'm not gonna play the video right now, cause I don't know. I mean, he allowed the record company or whoever allowed me to keep my Turn Up video review up of the track Red Light. But if I play the music video, it's iffy. So they might even let me post it to my channel. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. Y'all watch the video yourselves. Or did I I think I did the video review of it. Did I? No, I don't think I did. I don't think there even was a video before. Anyway, I don't care. Let's move on. Paradise is a byproduct of years of soul searching and reinvention, the group said. When we decided to run it back, okay, when they decided to run it back, okay, I felt that naiveness. Angelo explained, one of the members, obviously. I felt that there was no judgment, no expectations. I didn't expect us to go back and do Don't You Worry Child again. And I would hope they wouldn't, because as an artist, you need to progress past even your biggest hit. Even if it's not as big a hit as your last effort. We need to progress like it. People need to know, and they should want to know, where are you now? What you have to offer to bring to the table today, right now. Anyway, we don't need Don't You Worry Child Part 3, 4, 5, and 6, they say. We were just like a fresh new page, and that made me feel like I was 15 again. I think that it's going to live longer if we just risk everything we've done. Say fuck the old hits, fuck the tour. Hold on. They said fuck the old more hits. Fuck the tour. Okay? Fuck everything. Let's just risk it. Be punk. And do whatever we feel because it's genuine. Edit and Grosso. One of the members, obviously, of Swedish House Mafia. Red Light follows Paradise Again single It Gets Better in Lifetime with Ty Dolla $ign and 070 Shake. The album will also feature their high-profile collaboration with The Weeknd, Moth to a Flame. Following the track, and if you haven't seen my review of The Weeknd's Moth to the Flame, I think I did an EDM news special about The Weeknd, whatever. Watch that in the series of the ED Payton 3.0's EDM World News. Follow that track's release. Swedish House Mafia contributed production to 2 cuts from the pop athlete chart-topping 5th studio album, Dawn FM. Okay? And I might do a review also of the album for Dawn FM for The Weeknd. Because honestly, like I said when I was doing the video on The Weeknd, I'm not really a huge fan of The Weeknd. You know, not really, but with this new record, I might become an actual fan. There's always a song or two that I like from him, but I never really dive into him seriously. But something about him and his music doesn't really connect deeply, where I want to sit and listen to it, where I want to go purchase or stream an album. You know, that's just me. What do you think of The Weeknd? Comment below. Swedish House Mafia are also set to embark on a massive global tour. Their first in 10 years. You can purchase tickets on the EDM.com website, on probably their official website, you know. Alright, so yeah, I'm excited for the release of the album. I'm going to be reviewing that album. Let me know what you thought of the album. If you're watching this after the 15th of April, which again, I guess the 15th of April, I forgot, at least for the US, United States, it's tax day. Maybe I moved it a day or two later, whatever. But I already paid my taxes, so I don't care. Okay? Alright, folks, we're going to move on to our very last story. The very last story, folks. Give me a moment. Let me check to make sure OBS is not effing it up. OBS, are we still okay today? OBS? 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 Oh, okay, great. Anyway, let's get back to it, folks. Let's get back to it. Let me check the sound levels. Sound levels. Are we good? Are we crystal? Are we great? I want to know. All right. Anyway, this next one is actually pretty much a doozy to me. So, Venezuelan synth pioneer to release debut album of music, recorded 30 years ago, folks. 30 years ago, okay? An unpublished composer of several decades, Oksana Linde, I think that's how you say her name, is finally releasing her debut album, honey. Okay? She done pushed back. She said, honey, it ain't right. We can't do it. Legal troubles probably ensue. There's a lot that can get in your way, even if you are assigned to a label. I know that me being the boss in my own career label, that I would record an album in 2012. Originally, it was supposed to be coming out. It's in the vault. I've changed direction. It's been 10 years that I started to really be as an independent recording artist. That I have not actually released any albums or EPs yet. But I do have 4 music videos released out there. If you guys want to check those out on this channel. 4 music videos out there that are spinning on YouTube, on this channel particularly right now. Okay, it's hard out here on this street. Anyway, a lot of artists' music don't really see a lot of day, or they don't get much traction. But I'm somebody who never gives up. Never. I got breath in this body and health, I'll never give up. Anyway, Linday, a painter, composer, and collage artist, was born in Venezuela and has earned a reputation as one of the nation's pioneers in the electronic music space. But despite composing for decades, her work has remained unpublished until now. Yes, folks, we're trying to get that work published. Okay? According to Prague magazine, Linday was discovered by Luis Alvarado of Buh Records. I think it's like Buh. Okay. Who says she remains one of the secret treasures of electronic music in Latin America. Alvarado elaborated that fans of Tangerine Dream or Klaus Schultz are likely to share a special appreciation for Linday's work. Woo. Honey, I want to hear what she got going on. Tell me if you're interested in the comment section. Alvarado's label has signed Linday's debut album, Aquatic in Other Worlds, a product of her work from as early as 1983. Okay, folks? To as recently as 1989. During the period, this album and these works have been unreleased basically almost as long as I've been alive. During that period, Linday, who was in her early 30s, quit her steady job in order to focus on being an artist full time. Honey, I wish I could quit my job to focus on being this artist full time, but honey, I can't. Okay? Especially in today's capitalist world, things are getting harder, bitch, and you need to keep that day job while you try to make some consistent money for your own business, especially when you are a music artist of today. Yeah. Alvarado's label has signed Linday. Well, I don't know, we already said that. Okay, yes. But yeah, I could never quit my job to be an artist full time. I had to be making probably like triple of what I'm making, and I ain't making a revenue at all. Right now, it's just expenses, promotion, advertisements, and content for the most part. Right now. During that time, she amassed an inevitable arsenal of hardware, including Courage M1, Courage TR-88, Moog Source, a Moog Poly Moog synthesizer, Roland Tape Echo, and a TR-505 drum machine for Prague. She eventually rose to become one of the prominent faces behind an emerging form of synthesizer-based electronic music out of Venezuela at the time. Okay? Aquatic in Other Worlds is set to arrive on March 25th, which is actually a day before my birthday. Okay, a day before my birthday. Which I'll be turning 37. Yes, I said 37. Gasp! For some of those who are younger out there, but no, I'm feeling great in my 30s. Let me tell you something, especially for the men out there, 30s needs to be your best time. Okay? 30s needs to be your best time, because it's definitely mine. And I'm so much sharper, and I got more energy than I did when I was in my 20s and my teens, in single digits, and I look great. I know y'all can't really see me as great on this camera as your eyes will see me in real life, but I look like I'm freaking 2019. That's not just for my lips, honey. People be saying, I thought you were in your early 20s. Honey, it's the gene pool for the most part, and it's how I decide now to take care of myself, and I'm losing this weight. I've been going back to the gym again. Weight has been a fight for me. Obesity has been a fight for me since I was 13. Skinny, fat, skinny again. You know, but this time, because of the knowledge we have, we're not going back to fat once we lose this weight and get fit. Especially because I feel so damn good already. Weights are last to come off. Once you accomplish the health bar and feel great, the weight will follow if you stay consistent. But I've done it before and I'll lose weight again. And this time I'm going to keep it off. Because I already know what the triggers are. We're not going to go back to those old habits. My relationship is literally improving with food, little by little. Tell me in the comment section, are you struggling with obesity? Do you have like do you have type 1 diabetes, pre-diabetes? Because I sure did, honey. The doctor was like, you gotta get it together today. And I said, absolutely. And that's when I started to get it together. Because I had gained like 40 pounds. And just 2 years ago, I was a skinny mini, doing well. 3 years ago, 2019. So, yeah. Tell me your struggles with obesity, diabetes, if you feel like sharing, and weight loss. This is Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum step vocalist. Sorry, folks. Zombie Supreme. And I'll see you. That's right, that's you. On the next EDM World News. Take it away.